What's up, YouTube? Jericho here. With the 10.0 pre-patch just around the corner, we're running out of time when it comes to seeing changes to our favorite classes on the Dragonflight beta. About 3 weeks ago, Blizzard put out a blue post saying, with the next beta PTR build, we're transitioning away from spending the majority of our time on the design iteration of the new talent trees, and we're now focused on fixing bugs and tuning the game. They later added, it's our expectation that we will be making adjustments based on your feedback throughout the expansion's lifetime. So when it comes to Devastation Evoker, the recent Fire Breath change was actually a bit of a surprise, but having played it now on beta, it was a great decision. So that said, I'm not expecting too many more surprises, and I think at this point in time it makes sense to focus on the most realistic adjustments that can be made that don't require huge additions or redesigns. And I made a forum post a couple of days ago outlining the top 3 things that I would like to see. So, without further ado, this is my quick, realistic Devastation wishlist for launch. No essay this time, no long write-up, just a couple of quick points I'd like to see before release. Number 1, slightly stronger defenses. So this has been well discussed and well documented at this point, but the current kit is lacking, even with the recent Verdant Embrace buff this week. Personally, I don't like that Twin Guardian is one of the strongest personal defensive options in the tree, particularly given that it's tied to the spell Rescue. And finally, there have been a lot of great ideas in the community, from passives to mitigation while empowering or using Deep Breath, to even just additional active options, other buttons, and something here would be nice. Number 2 would be a small buff to Pyre. So I'm not looking for anything major. Pyre doesn't need to come into single target. You can save that idea for a future tier set or something. But what I would like to see buffed is for this to be the obvious choice on 4 or more targets. Right now, Disintegrate is the clear winner, even with Charge Blast, well into your typical AoE and cleave target counts, and this is super unintuitive for the average player to understand. And third, I'd like to see a more consistent 4-piece tier set bonus. Now, I'm not expecting a major rework to the tier set at this point, despite the bugs that are still present in the latest build. One of them is the 2-piece Empower crit bug, which is linked above in this thread, and the other one is the 4-piece not extending Bloodlust past 40 seconds. But in terms of the current 4-piece, the flat 25% is a little bit heavy on the randomness from pull to pull. So a quick example below from Preheat in the Discord is sharing 2 pulls with significant variance between the two. Number 1 is a 4-minute kill, and you can see there were 10 procs over the course of the fight. At 6 seconds each, that's not bad uptime on this buff, especially since you have the initial Bloodlust on the fight. When this happens, feels pretty good. And then you have a pull like this, where there was 1 extension at the start of the fight. You didn't even get the full 6 seconds, because, it happened early in Bloodlust, and it extended only to 40 seconds. And then there were no procs of the 4-piece for the entire fight. So, would definitely like to see something change there. Finally, some last few thoughts that I have are some additional rapid-fire pain points, so to speak, that come to mind that many of us, I think, would like to see considered. So I've said I'm not looking to die on this hill right now before release, but I would definitely appreciate that the design team maybe keep some of these in mind for the future. So number 1 on these is animations. Removing the animation lock on hover, reducing wind-up animation on deep breath to improve the flow of combat. Both of these would be really nice to see. Number 2 is empowers in general. So planting to cast your empower, especially to a max rank, is still very frustrating, and it really competes with the mobile caster class fantasy. So being able to cast these during hover would be an absolute dream. And finally, in terms of talents, mainly looking at low impact talents like Power Swell, which was buffed considerably recently, by the way, but is still far from being competitive, and it's blocking Iridescence right now, which is one of the capstone options, and sort of prevents it from being viable. So I finally said I'm looking forward to playing Devastation, and I just want to see a little more love to ensure that the spec is as enjoyable as possible on release. Overall, it's been received pretty well, but this thread gets pretty busy, so I'm going to go ahead and hope that it gets some attention here. I'll put a link to this post in the description of this video, as well as links to my Devastation Evoker resources, including Jericho's Devastation Evoker Compendium, which is your one-stop shop for Devastation news, updates, talent builds, rotations, theory crafting, and more. And I also just want to take a quick moment to kindly ask you to like this video if you enjoyed it, and to hit subscribe if you want to see more. So This helpful chart here, by the way, it doesn't even add to 100%, but it says that I could use more subscribers, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 so that YouTube considers me a real content creator and not just some weird talking cup of coffee. So please go ahead and do that if you can. Be sure to also check out my socials. They're linked in the description. There's a link to my Twitch, where I sometimes stream Evoker and Priest stuff, my community Discord, where I'm happy to answer your questions, and finally my Twitter, where I tweet things. That's all for now, guys. So until next time, have a good one.